Directions for your Alma Thomas inspired circles. Don't forget your name and teacher code on the back. Begin by tracing a large, medium, and small size lid, and make sure that you're lining up your circles so that the one that is next is centered. And then finally, the last one, same thing, lining it up so that they're even and centered. Make sure that you're sharing the lids. Also, if you choose not to do 3 separate repeating circles, that's okay. Maybe you want to do one in the center and then repeat your paint lines later on. Next, you'll start adding paint. Make sure when you're adding paint, you're using the top of your brush, and I think it's best if you slowly and carefully paint right next to your pencil line, almost adding an outline and then filling it in. Notice I'm working nice and slow and carefully. You can turn your paper, just be careful not to bump your wet paint. I also like to continue with the same color until I know that I'm done with it for a little while. So you'll notice I use red in more than one spot, and then I very, very thoroughly rinse my brush and blot it with a sponge, checking to make sure my brush is very, very clean, including the metal part, before I dip into my next color. I prefer to rotate between painting my circles and painting my background because then it gives colors a chance to dry just a little bit, and then when you paint one color next to another, it's less likely to mix. Remember, even though my painting is sped up in the video, to take your time, go nice and slow. Rinse between colors. Next, we will add short brush strokes like Alma Thomas did, and we're going to practice first. So you press your brush down gently until the bristles are wider, and then drag it like you're making a dashed line. Remember, you're not just simply splatting it down on your paper. You are slowly dragging your brush to make a line. Then when your background is dry, you're going to add these kind of dashed marks inside of your circles all over your paper. Try to choose colors that have contrast, meaning they're very different, such as dark and light. Continue with this process all on your circles and even a couple in your background. I went around twice, but maybe you would like to go around more.